Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday night, and that means it's another time for another episode of I'm making myself laugh. Good Improv's short form improv comedy show, Comedy One Shots. I couldn't even keep that voice for a second. That's not even good. Comedy One Shots, our short form improv comedy show. We are Chaotic Good Improv. Thank you guys for tuning in to watch us and participate in our show as audience members. This show is going to be completely made up. We're going to be improvising everything, hopefully not breaking during our scenes like I just did in 3 seconds into the intro. But we're going to be needing your suggestions from you guys because we don't know what we're about to do. We don't know what we're going to say. We don't know what these scenes are going to be about. That's where you guys come in. So before any of our games, we're going to ask you guys for some suggestions. Feel free to type them into the chat, whether you're watching on Facebook or Twitch. And we'll use them and we'll make something up. And we're going to try and make it funny. That's what we do. Let me introduce our cast for you guys here tonight. My name is Chris.
Yeah.
Woohoo. We've got Ty.
Yeah, Ty.
We've got Melanie.
Yeah.
And we've got Patrick. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. We got a good cast here tonight. This is the only time you're ever gonna see this particular show. It's never going to exist again in the history of shows. If you had Infinity occur again. So that means you guys are getting to see it happen as it's happening. You're going to be a part of the creative process by witnessing it firsthand, which the creative process is like the best thing I could put. It's basically us just having fun in front of people. That's really all it is that we're doing. So, but there's one other person I haven't introduced yet, and that is our tech wizard, our hostmaster general, the computer guru himself, Chad, who's going to be making sure that everything we do is as seamless as possible. And he'll be the one monitoring your chat so that we'll know what suggestions it is that you guys give us because we're just looking at each other on Zoom. I currently have Ty pinned really big, and I should have unpinned it because now it's frightening. But I'll do that before the show starts or before first game starts because the show's already started. I'm already talking. So I'm going to turn it over to Chad real quick for any announcements that we have before we get started, and I'm going to unpin Ty.
Well, you know what, Chris? I mean, that was such a deep intro on the whole metaphysical concept of eternity. But what is eternity if not forever persevering? Wink. Anyway, welcome to everyone to our show. As Chris said, we are so happy you're here with us. You had a choice in your entertainment tonight, and you chose us, and that is awesome. Hello to the G-Funk and Missing Target, two mutual friends, actually, who are in the chat tonight. Good to see you guys. So a couple of announcements real quick. We are viewer-supported, not just in suggestions and everything, but also sometimes monetarily, which the G-Funk just did with 100-bit cheers, and Eagle Panini did as well. So thank you so much for that. If you're watching via Twitch at twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, then you can always support us, if you so choose, with Twitch subscriptions, which is also at no extra cost to you if you have Amazon Prime. Just a little hint there. And also, bit cheers and everything all help to keep this show running, bringing the funny to you loud and live. And we really do appreciate all the viewers who've chosen to do so. And if you don't have the money to give us money, that's cool. Just go ahead and let your friends know that there are some weird people doing comedy for free on the internet. Go ahead and share all of our social media links on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what have you, and of course Twitch. And let's get as many viewers as we can. Even before we start the first game, go ahead, just share the links. Just say, hey, worst enemy, here you go. Here's some comedy. Maybe we can be buddies now. I mean, we bring people together. That's what we're about. Let's see here. Also, another thing to keep in mind is we have merch as well. And yes, the merch today is being brought to us by the lovely Melanie and the
lovely Patrick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With shirts and mugs. We do have those available at chaoticgoodimprov.com. Runs. We check out the store. We got a lot of stuff like that. We even have surprise stuff like baby onesies. We have hoodies. We have hats. I did have a ceiling fan at one point, but it got a little dizzying to read, so we had to recall that. Anyway, but yes, go ahead and check us out on our website there, and we have other information about other shows and everything coming up. Also, one last thing. In addition to the suggestions for this show, as Chris said, this show will never exist again as it is, but it will live in our archives for your viewing pleasure again later if you want to go back and relive the happy times with us. On YouTube and, of course, temporarily on Twitch, we like to give our archive shows a name. So if you hear our actors say something uproariously funny, and it will happen, believe me, or if you hear like a weird theme coming out throughout the show tonight, let me know in the chat. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. Usually people put quotes around their title suggestions, and we will title that show at the end of the show, put all of our suggestions together, come up with whatever we like the best, and the winner will get kudos and salutations. Yes, we've added salutations to the kudos. That is how we roll.
That's how we're up at our game with some salutations.
Exactly, yeah. And next we'll be adding a nice balsamic vinaigrette to it as well. Anyway, so with all that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Chris so we can get the funny started. Chris, housekeeping's over. Take it away, man.
Thanks, man. I'm hungry now. I just want a nice little shot glass of balsamic vinaigrette. That sounds delicious and tart. So, all right. So we're going to move on to our first game of the night. And for those of you guys who've watched us before, we like to start most of our shows out with this game. It's just a fun one to get started with. That's the game of change. This is going to be for Ty and Melanie. And what I'm going to need from the audience, I'm going to need a suggestion of something that you might value. It doesn't have to be expensive, just something that might be of value to a person. It can be something like a antique car, or it can be a nickname. People value nicknames. I don't know, I'm making this stuff up. You guys are probably more creative than I am. So just type into the chat anything that someone might value. We'll use that as a suggestion in the scene. So what's going to happen is Ty and Melanie will improvise the scene based somewhat on the suggestion that's given. But trying to say constraints and stipulations.
The constituents,
and I was about to say the constipulations. So the constraints are going to have
Sounds like a word.
Yeah, constipulations. What it is now is that anytime while they're doing the scene, I can say change whenever I want. And when I say change, whoever just spoke will have to change the last thing they said to something completely different, and then have to justify why that new thing is now part of the scene. Wow, that took a lot. Okay, Chad, do we have a suggestion of something of value that Ty and Melanie can use for this scene?
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what kind of constipations you're asking for, but okay.
The constipulation constipations.
Gotcha, okay.
Constipulatory.
Wow, I feel smarter just hearing that.
You should.
I know.
All right.
It's legalese.
Yeah.
Our suggestion is a Beanie Baby collection. That's valuable.
All right, so this scene has something to do with Beanie Babies, or a collection of Beanie Babies, whatever they want to use it, however they want to use it. This is Change with Ty and Melanie in 3, 2, and 1.
So I got online and I started to do some research, and I found that you have a pretty valuable collection. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I know I do. I mean, these things are my whole future. Our financial future is in these sweet little babies.
Yes, and rent is starting to pile up.
Change.
College payments are starting to pile up. I've been thinking, it's about time we buy a houseboat.
Are you suggesting that we get rid of my children so that you can buy a boat?
Well, honey, our children, please. And I'm not saying get rid of all of them. There's a certain, oddly enough, Beanie Babies aren't worth anything in the real world. Oddly enough, there are lots of things that we can sell in our house that are worth more than these Beanie Babies. But I found a specific buyer who will not only take some of the Beanie Babies, but then give us a reduced rate on a houseboat.
So you want us to sell these to your mother?
Change.
So you want us to sell these to your boss?
Change.
So you want us to sell these to that little creature that you met when we were on that walk in the woods? He was looking at them. I saw him.
Yes, his name is Arnold, and he's a gnome. Okay, so let's stop saying names. Okay, that aren't his actual name. His name is Arnold. He's a nice gnome. All right, he's friendly. He owns a houseboat. What kind of background check do you need? He owns a houseboat. Do you think they just sell those to anyone? Oh my, no.
I saw the way Arnold was looking at little Georgie and little Peter, especially. Wasn't right.
Yeah, he's a collector. He's a collector, and honestly, they seem more like his kids than ours. They look nothing like us. Honestly, he will take great care of them. He creates little homes for them to live in around the forest. He builds.
So
them.
if we let Arnold, if we swapped them for his boat, we could still come visit them in their little houses.
Well, of course, as long as they allow us to. We're not just going to break and enter on their homes. We won't have to pre-plan. I mean, maybe we can drop unannounced. It depends on our relationship with them. Some of them we have good relationships with. I feel like we could just drop in, especially if you had cookies. I'm sure they would let us just come in.
Well, I think we should only get rid of the ones that we don't have relationships with then. Well, I think we should only get rid of the ones with the blue hair because they don't. I think we should only get rid of the ones that I snuggled a little too hard and their fur is all run off.
You know,
they're not as pretty.
They're not as pretty, and that's okay. It's okay that they're not as pretty, and they're excuse me, they're loved. They're loved creatures. Love Beanie Babies, but the thing is Arnold wants those, but he does. I don't know how to break this to you, but he wants Barry.
Change.
He wants Iggy.
Change.
He wants the special Bill Clinton edition.
And seed. I got creeped out when she said it rubbed the fur off. I'm like, are these real baby animals?
Yeah.
What are they collecting and carrying around the forest?
They're just baby animals that eat beans.
They just stuff beans up in there. Yeah.
Wait,
I feel like a Bill Clinton beanie baby. Oh, that would be worth a lot. A Bill Clinton beanie. I mean, we should have CGI beanie babies. Just note to Chad.
We tried, but the issue was, mine just scares small children, so we had to not do that. All right, as Chris suddenly leaves the room and we come back to it.
Sorry, my cat was scratching at the window and it was annoying me. So I let her out.
Okay. Hey, we've all been there.
So I made her into a Beanie Baby.
And she's now a Beanie Baby. I gave her to Arnold the Gnome.
She's well loved. Fur's coming out. Anyway. So guys, we're going to move on to a game called Switch, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. We're going to get a lot of suggestions. If you've seen this show before, just keep firing suggestions in the chat. I don't care where you're at. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, just go ahead and start rapid firing any ideas that come to your head. Here's some stuff to get you started. Give me a relationship. Give me an object that's smaller than a book. Give me a place, a town, a city. Make one up if you don't have a city that you particularly like, because you're misanthropic like that. But whatever you come up with, just go ahead and put it in the chat. It can be none of those things, any of those things, because what we're going to do is we're going to assign these to different pairs of actors. So we have Melanie and Patrick as a pair, Patrick and Ty, Ty and Chris, and then Chris and Melanie. You see how the little box shape goes all around? That's how we're doing this. I'm going to assign one suggestion to each pair of actors, and at any time I can call out that suggestion and then go ahead and switch the scene that we're watching to whatever the next pair of actors is going to be doing. So each suggestion going to be a different scene. We get to switch between them like I have a giant remote control. It's great. Fun for the whole family. So let's see here. All right, like I said, rapid fire. So I'm only seeing one suggestion. Y'all gotta bring up that game, or I might be able to pull from the previous scene as well.
I think we should all play the same suggestion.
We'll just do them all the same.
An interpretation of one thing. But okay, so the first suggestion, which will go to Melanie and Patrick, Wagga Wagga. That is a city in Australia.
Yeah, a city in Australia. Okay. I was saying Wagga Wagga. That could be literally anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be. It can be anything.
A city in Australia. Okay.
But if you want to know what it really is, that's what it is. Use that as you will. Okay, now people are just putting cities in Australia in the chat, so... Yes, I'm aware that Woolloomooloo is a city in Australia. Guess what? I'm engaged to an Australian. We've had these discussions. Also, Tuscaloosa is a weird city to Australians, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and keep putting suggestions in the chat.
Us too.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and keep putting the suggestions in the chat. I'm going to pull one from the previous game as well. Let's see what we have here. We have a cast iron skillet. That will be the suggestion for Patrick and Ty. So Patrick and Ty have a cast iron skillet.
Almost put Skittle.
Nice.
That's a jawbreaker. Cast iron skittle.
Why not? All right, more suggestions, folks. Small object. Aha! We have an Xbox controller. Xbox controller will be for Ty and Chris. Okay. And moving right along, let's see here. Checking Facebook. Nothing there. That's fine. I think I might have one more I could pull out of the archives here. Let's see here. Oops. Hold on. Oh, small object tablet. Okay. That's cool. We'll go with that. Tablet for Chris and Melanie. So, let's go around the circle one more time, shall we? Melanie and Patrick, your suggestion is?
Wagga wagga.
Okay. Patrick and Ty, your suggestion is?
Cast iron skillet.
All right. Ty and Chris, your suggestion is?
Xbox controller.
Xbox controller.
All right, Chris and Melanie, your suggestion is?
A tablet.
Tablet.
Tabla. Yeah. All right, cool. Tell you what. I just love saying it, so let's start with Wagga Wagga as our first scene. This is Switch in 3, 2, and 1.
Now, ma'am, I'm really sorry about your room, okay? I didn't know there was going to be a gator and a crocodile in there, okay? But, you know, this the only hotel in Wagga Wagga, so you kind of stuck with us, you know?
Well, I'm really excited to be here. I appreciate you getting that alligator out, at least onto the balcony for now. But that kangaroo just kicked my brand new husband in his parts.
Oh, no. Okay, I got you. Okay. Now, we don't have a hospital here in Wagga Wagga. There is one in Woolloomooloo, not too far away, or it is far away. I'm not quite sure. I'm not good at geography of my own country. I'm really sorry about that. You know.
Well, my husband is in a lot of pain, and I'm trapped because I can't even go outside because of the alligator. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna want my money back because this is the worst honeymoon location ever.
Listen, ma'am. Okay, there's no need to try and get your dollars back. Okay, we're just trying to run a business here. Okay. And you're going to have to stay here, okay? You can't go anywhere else. So I think a refund might be a little premature, you know. Now tell me, your husband, is there anything that I can do to help?
What do you do when a kangaroo kicks you in your privates?
I don't know. Again, not good at geography, not good with first aid either. But you know, I could take a look if I need to.
Cast iron skillet.
Hey, Ed.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Listen, when you're cleaning the skillet, I told you you don't have to ding it with a hammer. You ain't gonna get the gunk on there off.
Well, how about you want me to chisel it? Just scrape it off with a chisel.
No. I said I wanted cheesy macaroni is what I wanted. Okay, and dude, Ed, you got to get your hearing fixed, man. I don't know what's going on here, man.
And you know I don't trust them doctors.
Yeah, but listen, man, your first instinct for everything is just start hitting stuff, you know.
Well, it helps everything in life.
Well, no, you know, because the other day I needed you to help me change a light bulb, and you started just punching me in the face.
Yeah, did you change the light bulb?
The light bulb got changed. The EMTs were very, very nice, and once they patched my face up, they were like, you know what, we're gonna change your light bulb for you. It's a little dark in here, you know.
Exactly.
So
it worked.
It worked, but it cost me a lot of money in ambulance fees, you know.
What?
Xbox controller.
Bro, that's the smartest thing you've ever done is turn your Xbox controller into a bong.
Bro, it is so rad. You know, it's
man,
like
that's cool.
Dude, whenever I want to pack another bolt, I just put it right into the right bumper slot, man. It is so divine.
Right, and if you push the buttons in a certain order, you get the dopest hit.
You know, I was worried it might affect my Xbox playing abilities, but I realized that I'm so baked 99.9% of the time.
Right.
I'll play Xbox and the TV won't even be on.
Right. Yeah, man. And it is something I do need to tell you. I really wanted this invention to work. I know it's a dream of yours to be an inventor and stuff. Bro. And so I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing the game behind you on the one controller that we haven't turned into a bong to make you believe that it was actually working properly.
Bro.
I know that's heavy, man, but I figured you should know the truth.
I was just still stuck on the fact that you're still here. I thought I could have sworn in my mind while you were talking that you left. I don't know why.
That's pretty crazy, bro. I mean, I do feel like there was a moment there. I felt invisible, so maybe that's what it was.
What? It's Tuesday, bro. I think I might have like a chemistry final or something.
Oh, bro. No, okay, see, that's the other thing. I know it's a dream of yours to pass your chemistry final, so I've been going to all your classes and sitting behind you and taking notes. And I actually already went to the test and passed the test for you, bro.
Bro, you're like my dream genie.
I am. Remember that bong you rubbed 3 years ago?
Oh my God! I wondered where you came from.
Yeah, man. We've had this conversation a couple of times, but no worries, bro. I mean, I'm so happy for you and all your dreams.
Look at the engraved words into the stone. I think we found it.
We have. We've found the mystical stone of Amun-Ra Shish Kebab.
Oh, we are the first eyes to ever behold this magical.
Well, except for the eyes that were there upon its creation thousands of years ago.
Yes.
Unless the rumors are true that they only had blind workers carving the tablets back in the ancient time. We may very well be the first eyes that have ever laid upon this tablet.
What if they were blinded because they had seen the words that we are now beholding with our own eyes?
Oh, if that's true, then we might be right, Buggered.
We must carefully carry these so that no one steals them, because I believe these now put us in charge of this entire world. As the story goes.
That's a good story. I didn't know.
Now, ma'am, okay, there's no need to still be angry, okay? I gave you a room, okay? No crocodiles, no kangaroos, no dingoes, okay? What could possibly be the problem now?
First of all, I have taken care of the alligator or the crocodile or whatever the hell it was that was on the balcony, because it was eating its way.
Rounded snouts, yeah, crocodiles, yeah.
Yes, it's got the teeth, though. And it ate its way right through the screen, and it was moving its way toward my husband, who still can't move because of his little tiny bits being pummeled by your little kangaroo friend. So, I would like to get out of here. Yes.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but, you signed the rental agreement. You stayed in here one night, so you're kind of stuck for the next 35 days. I don't know why you take a 6-week honeymoon. That's crazy. But
that's what we do. My job gave me 6 weeks. I was going to take 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, did you lie to your job and say that you were having a baby instead of getting married?
Yes, I did. It's my honeymoon. What do you think I planned to do?
No, ma'am, that is fraud. And here in Australia, we don't take to fraudsters very kindly. So I will have to report you to the governments of mine and your countries.
What is your name?
Xbox controller.
Okay, Dream Genie, I have been having a few things that maybe you can clear up now that our relationship has been established.
For sure, man.
I'm assuming you are the reason I now have a horse in my bedroom.
Well, yeah, man. You dreamed about it one night, and I just did it for you. I figured that would be good.
I really wish I had better dreams, bro.
Oh, they're nice, man. I go inside your dreams all the time, bro, and they're pretty vivid. I'm not gonna lie.
Now, this kind of sounds like an invasion of my own subconscious privacy if you get right down to it, bro. Have you ever asked me for permission to share in my nocturnal experiences?
Well, bro, what I'm saying is I never, you never dreamed that I wouldn't. And I can only go off of your dreams. Like, it's this very strange agreement that we have, bro. And so, like, it's kind of cool that you have to dream something for me to be able to accomplish that thing. And you have not yet dreamed that I would not interfere in your nocturnal activities.
Whoa.
Sorry, Skillet.
Hey, Ed. Now listen, man.
Leroy.
Okay, I need you to do me a favor. Okay, I got a watch. Okay, you got to. I need you to repair this watch and change out the batteries because the battery's dead. Okay, but I need you to treat it real gentle. Okay, it's real old. Okay, my daddy's daddy gave it to me. That makes him my granddaddy. Okay, and I need you to fix this. Okay, but none of your progressive maintenance. Okay.
Okay. I've been working on this. You know, I listened to what you said. I can't punch everything, right? So I can't do it. I can't hit everything. So I've been practicing this. I've been practicing my breathing exercises. So hand me over the watch. I think I can do this.
All right. There you go.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
I like it so far. You're doing all right. Okay. Yep. You're turning it. Okay. I told you it don't turn. It don't work.
It's turning though, so I think it does turn. So,
I must have loosened it for you. You're right.
It's turning a lot.
Yeah, I think you may. Did you over? Okay, you are. Oh, that.
Right, I'm inside of it now.
Hold on. Okay. All right. I'll tell you. Oh, okay. Draw on the floor. Okay. Yep. Okay. Not even on. Not even on to like a thing. You're just gonna on the floor. Okay. You're just pulling out parts. Ed, no. Ed.
They're listening to everything we say. We should probably tell them to do something because
Well, is there a mute button on the tablet or something so we can prevent them from hearing? It sounds like it's some sort of ancient walkie-talkie or something.
Oh, no. It's rather heavy. I could try to put it to my ear and shout at it, and perhaps it will tell our minions to do our bidding. Do our bidding!
I'm so glad we have minions. This is the best discovery ever. Not only are we the first eyes to ever lay on the tablet of Amun-Ra kebab, but now we've also got minions and hordes of minions. We'll take over the world.
Yes, we will. Or at least I think I see them. Actually, I don't know.
I'm having a hard time seeing myself.
Xbox controller.
Oh, God.
Hey, bro, we need to talk about that last dream you had.
It was, I'll be honest with you, it was my very first ever lucid dream, and I knew I was in control, so I was totally trying to screw with you.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest. We've been pretty cool recently, and that was kind of uncool, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, man, it's my brain, bro.
And scene.
Dream genies. That's I want those to be real. That is not how I saw that going.
There was a show about that. It was I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what
she
it was
wasn't
about.
a dream genie.
And yes, there needs to be consent. Even with your dream genies. I think that's the lesson. That's the lesson from that
I don't
scene.
want people getting involved with all my nocturnal
Yeah,
experiences.
be careful.
No.
All right. So our
right.
next game, we are going to be doing a game called Letter Sub. So what we need is 2 letters from the audience, 2 common consonants. No weird consonants, no like Z's and X's or anything like that. Or Q's. Some more common consonants, and no vowels either. We don't want any vowels, so just 2 consonants. And for a suggestion, can I get maybe someone's favorite meal? A meal that you like to eat all the time. Why I'm asking that, you may ask. Well, as we're waiting for those suggestions, check out our Twitter page, because tomorrow is our Fun Fact Friday with the cast of CGI, where we ask the cast various questions over the course of the weeks. And tomorrow's question is, in fact, what is your go-to meal of choice? So if you want to learn about what our favorite meals are, check us out on Twitter tomorrow. We'll be posting that throughout the day. And then join the fun. Tweet us at CG_improv. You can just search Chaotic Good Improv. That's fine. Use the hashtag Chaotic Fun Fact. We'd love to hear from you, know what your favorite meals are. But in the meantime, we want to know what it is right now, so we can use it in our scene. So common consonants.
Not Vegemite. Not Vegemite.
And what your favorite meal is. Now, what's going to happen here is, as we're getting those 2 letters in, we're going to play a game called Letter Sub, where one of these letters is going to be replaced by the other letter in the scene. And they're going to have to only say or never say that other letter and always swap it for the other one. Chad, do we have the letters first?
The letters are still coming in, so as I told everybody in the chat, make sure that you look at your keyboard if you need any inspiration on letters. They have a whole bunch of them laid out in front of you. Pick 2 common consonants, and there they are. Let's see. We have the letter B as in Bravo.
B. And
we have the letter F as in Foxtrot.
An F. I'm thinking all F's are B's. Is the vibe I'm feeling.
That's safer, because if you go the other way, if I accidentally tried to say buck, I'd get in trouble.
Yes, so of course. And you can't get in trouble at all when an F is a B.
Right.
So, so there's no issues there at all. So I'm sure we'll see, this will be a very clean. We won't find any naughty words to say when all the F's become B's. And again, it's not both ways. It's not both ways, right? So all F's are B's, but all B's are still B's. They're not F's. All right. So we're basically just eliminating the letter F from their vocabulary and replacing all of them with B's. Chad, do we have a suggestion of maybe somebody's favorite meal?
Cheeseburgers from Missing Target. There's a history there.
Cheeseburgers. Wonderful. I love it. Cheeseburgers are delicious. All right. So this is all F's are B's. This is a scene about cheeseburgers in some way or another with Chris and Patrick in 3, 2, 1.
This is such a nice burst date. Taking me to TGI Fridays? Oh my God. You are so smart. You know how much I love their food.
Yeah, This is going great. Yeah, I'm real glad that we're still on this date, because haven't tried to leave you at all.
Well, that's good to know. I had a feeling you were going to be the one when I first saw you getting out of your bored BS. I knew it. I was like, this bellow right here is fine. Look at him, fine. His chiseled chest and abdomen and the size of your beat. Oh my God, I haven't seen beat that big in a long time.
Yeah, listen, when we were talking on Tinder, you never said how bat you are, you know.
Well, I didn't know that was going to be an issue. Now you're just, you know what? Buck you, because that's a messed up thing to say to somebody. So what? I like to eat French fries. Whatever. Who doesn't like French fries?
Look, it's not the French fries, okay? It's the fact that you ate what seems to be four or five plates of chicken fingers. Okay. And I don't have the money for this. Okay, this is a financial drain on me.
Well,
Financial drain on me.
Look, nobody went broke, and if they couldn't afford chicken fingers. Chicken fingers are delicious. You dip that chicken finger in maybe the honey mustard or the ranch or the blue cheese. It's just the dressing they're all delicious. Well, you can't afford $4 or $5 worth of chicken fingers.
I don't know if you know how much chicken fingers cost. Okay, each plate that you ate was $15. Okay, so when you're eating, I'm going to end up spending, $50 on your food.
Yes, I understand how math works. I'm not a nincompoop.
I thought when we decided to go on our first date that you would get like one cheeseburger, maybe some French fries. Okay, you wouldn't get extra dipping sauce.
But Dan, you're just cheap. You know what? I take back all my feelings I had about you on. It is not love at first sight. I'll be honest with you. It's more like hate. We're not mixing and matching. We're like oil and water. Or other things that don't mix.
Penelope. Okay, listen. I have not said anything that should offend you.
What? Well, you did call me bat right off the bat, to be honest.
I'm just calling it like I see it. You want honesty. What am I if not honest?
Well, you could be nice and just tell me a little bib or some little white lie. You ain't gotta. You don't gotta be so upfront, and you are very upfront. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, they don't call me Brenly around these parts.
I'll tell you what's not going to happen at the end of this date. Bellatio.
And scene.
I think that was the meanest I've been in a scene.
You started off evil.
I know. And then I was like, I can only get worse from here. It's only
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to our next game. I was like, I can't make this scene happier. It's just evil.
Yeah, no. I started down, and I was like, I can't pull this plane up. Nope, we're gonna crash.
Worst date ever.
So what we're going to need a suggestion for this next one are just two occupations. Doesn't matter. Two actually quite unrelated occupations. They don't have to be anything similar, anything alike. And we're going to use them as suggestions for our next scene because we're going to be doing a game called Old Job, New Job. And what's going to happen here in this game is I'm pretty sure Ty is going to be the individual who for a long time had one job, one career, and has now recently shifted into a new job or a new career. But he still carries over a lot of the mannerisms from the previous job into his new job. So, Chad, are we getting in any suggestions of occupations or jobs that we can use for this game of Old Job, New Job?
They're actually coming in pretty slowly, but we'll give them just a second to keep them rolling because we know you're out there and we know you got some really good occupations. As a matter of fact, just put in your dream job if nothing else. And speaking of dreams, I do believe that I've actually had the burger at the Bellatio. It's a really nice local restaurant. Support local guys. It's
well, the Bellatio is the Vegas casino.
Yes.
It's real good. They've got albalba sprouts on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so well, I gotta say these occupations really do run the gamut. Nursing home oh, hello, waiter.
Okay, so Ty used to be a nursing home activity director, but he has since changed careers and is now a waiter. So we're going to see how that old job affects his new job in this game, Old Job, New Job with Ty and Patrick in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome to the restaurant.
Thank you, young man. I'm very excited to be here. I didn't know that Checkers started seating patrons inside already.
Yes, of course we do. Welcome. Look, you are, and if I may say so, you look really good today.
Oh, well, thank you. This is my fanciest hat. I figured I'm strolling out to go to my favorite restaurant, which again, I didn't know you could sit inside here. But I wanted to look good for my burgers and my French fries.
Well, you have accomplished that. You've accomplished that. Look, here's our menu. Why don't you take a look? Why don't you take a look, see what you might want? Now we have lots of options today for you. We have lots of fun stuff going on, you know. Do you have anything? I know you said cheeseburger and fries or burger and fries. I'd love to bring you.
Well, young man, I'll be honest with you. I can't read the darn menu here. Okay, the text is just far too small. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. I have a large print text here for you. I'm always prepared. There you go.
Oh my god. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You know. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Okay, tell me about this here double cheddar deluxe burger.
Yes.
Now, I have quite a list of dietary restrictions. Okay, I am diabetic. I am hypoglycemic. I do have hypertension, asthma, and I have been labeled as the only remaining case of the original SARS virus. Is that going to be a problem?
Not at all. Actually, what I'll have to do is just if you hold out your real wristband there, I'll just scan it. And the kitchen knows already all your stuff, so you're good to go. We just have to scan you in, and don't worry, Mrs. Smith. You're gonna be taken care of today. Okay.
Now, listen here. Okay. I see on your kids menu here, you have little coloring activities. Okay. Now,
right, yeah.
I like to knit. Okay. I love knitting. Okay. Do you have any yarn? Do you have any sort of utensil that I can knit with, the needles that you knit with?
And Mrs. Smith, you know, we can totally get that for you, but just remember, we opened up this Checkers to be able to seat in for a communal experience, right? We wouldn't have you out here if we wanted you to eat alone. So we're all going to be eating together. And knitting seems to be a solitary activity, right? So maybe you should save the knitting for when you go back to your house, right? Maybe we're going to have communal games, right? So while we're waiting, we have Checkers Bingo here for you. Checkers Bingo.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
As you can see, the free space is a milkshake. So guess who's going to take later?
Now, listen. Okay, there is no such thing as a free lunch, and there's no such thing as a free space. Okay, I'm gonna earn my space. Okay, I'm not like you young whippersnappers. Okay, I don't expect free stuff to be handed to me. Okay, I do expect some yarn and some knitting needles at some point. Okay, I do expect that to be handed to me for free, like you give kids these crayons here. But I'm not taking this free space from this bingo here.
Of course, Mrs. Smith. Of course.
And seed. That turned into like the cafeteria at the nursing home. So I kind of like that. Oh man. So let's move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our next game is going to be for Chris and Ty, and so all I need are 2 suggestions, and they can be anything. I know it was a challenge to get letters. So let's just, and maybe Chad, you can even go back and grab one that we didn't use earlier. But any suggestion you have, it can be an object, it can be a word, it can be a place. Because what's going to happen here is these guys are going to create an entire scene based on those 2 suggestions. And that is all they're going to get. So we can make them as different as possible. That's great. Chad, are we getting a couple of rando words in the chat that we can throw at these guys?
Yep, coming in slow, but they are in fact coming in. By the way, special thanks to the G-Funk who had to dip out a little bit early, but thank you so much for being here tonight, and thank you for the bit cheers. Very much appreciated. We have a suggestion for Vietnam.
Oh boy. Okay.
And we have a suggestion for park.
Mark?
Okay. A park. All right, so this is 2 suggestions with Chris and Ty, and it's going to have something to do with Vietnam and a park in 3, 2, and 1.
This is delicious tea. It's very soothing and calming.
Yes, it's very good. I had it imported.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that you were so fancy that you imported your tea. I assumed you just got it from like a Publix or a Walmart or Winn-Dixie or something.
Are you serious right now? Do you honestly think that I would just go to a Publix?
Well, I mean,
let alone a Walmart.
I thought it tasted good. I just didn't think it tasted imported good. You know what I'm saying? Like I was being nice. I mean, it is a delicious cup of tea. I ain't gonna lie, but imported, like maybe imported from like Montreal or something. You know.
Well, I mean, it's.
I don't know if they make tea.
Yeah. Well, of course, Montrealians are known for their teas. All right, we know this. We know this about teas in Montreal. But this is over the sea imported. This has crossed an ocean, if you will.
I understand what seas are. Yes.
Well, I just wanted to make sure because you seem to be the person who think I would go to a Publix, so I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Well, I didn't mean to offend you. I've been over your house for tea and scrumpets.
Well, of course,
for a while now,
yes.
And I've noticed that you do have groceries, and I did not assume that you imported all of your groceries. So I assumed you went to a supermarket of some sort. You didn't just walk willy-nilly out into the park and start picking out groceries out of trash cans and stuff. I figured you didn't mean to offend you.
No, it's okay. It's a recent thing, and I will go ahead and say I actually do, in a way, have all of my groceries imported now. I get all my groceries from Sky Mall, so they just send them to me.
The Sky Mall.
Yes, Sky Mall from they bring them from other planets. Other planets.
You had intergalactic groceries. Oh my God, you sold me. Oh no, I need to hear about this.
Yes, so you know this. I don't know if you met this fellow. His name's Elon Musk, and I met him. And I actually got married to him, and then I got divorced from him. Now I have all this money, and so and luckily in the divorce I got half of his stock, which means I have half of a spaceship, which means I have half of Mars is what I own right now. So I get all of my groceries imported. I actually take them from the star base that's supposed to be on Mars, and who cares if they starve? And I get them brought here to my house.
So wait a minute. So you're telling me that you own half of that spaceship that goes to Mars, the Vietnam 5?
Yes, I do. I own half of it. I own 2.5 of that Vietnam 5.
2.5? That's
2.5. Yeah.
2.5? There's 3 of them?
Oh no, I own 2.5 parts of the 5 Vietnam 5s.
Man, that's just confusing the hell out of me. Your math.
I don't understand.
You were obviously way smarter than I am getting intergalactic groceries. I do have a question for you though.
Oh, of course.
So, you piqued my curiosity. So these intergalactic groceries, when they re-enter the atmosphere, does it change any of their qualities? I mean, like let's say hypothetically, if I had say a ho-ho, that came from Mars. Now those are soft and supple with a creamy inside.
Absolutely.
Now, is the change of gravity or the re-entrance into the atmosphere, is that going to affect them? Like, do they implode or explode or just replode or something? Do they plode in any way?
This is great. I'm glad that you asked this question because actually I'm getting a delivery now. If you look up, they're starting on my next delivery is re-entering the atmosphere right now. And actually, look, you have the ho-hos, which are lovely, soft.
Oh, they're good.
They're good. Now on the re-entry, they do take a little bit of pressure. They take a little bit of heat, and they change the color. They change their consistency, and they turn into ding-dongs. Actually.
What?
Yes.
Your ho-hos become ding-dongs.
My ho-hos become ding-dongs.
Man, I thought my mind is blown. I really don't know how to react to this.
Yes, and all my meals come pre-cooked because of the atmosphere change.
Oh my gosh. So okay. So hypothetically, again, my curiosity is now extra peaked.
Now, let's say I'm about to have to catch my groceries, but please continue.
Oh well, you better hurry up and catch. Well, you wait. It's still coming.
Yeah.
So if you ordered a couple 100-man TV dinners,
of course,
on the Vietnam 5 coming from Mars,
absolutely,
or that's basic. Now I know you only get 2.5 out of the 5, so maybe if you ordered 5, you'd get 2.5 of the meal.
Exactly.
They would be cooked by the time they came back into the atmosphere.
For sure.
Why do we have ovens and microwaves then?
Why do you think I don't have it anymore? Have you not seen my kitchen? It's bare. It is a bare kitchen. All it has is just cabinets that I can store my Hungry Man cooked meals in.
Wait, you store cooked meals? That's gross.
Well,
And see. Okay, that's what he had a problem with.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you store them, that's okay. I draw the line.
Playing it, so I'm like, oh, we're going there. It's happening.
The Vietnam
All right,
War.
you wanna introduce your favorite game, Scene 4 Ways?
Sure. Yeah, I'll introduce Scene 4 Ways. So what we're going to need from the audience, we need various types of film, TV, or play. There we go. If I can think, theater styles, film styles, or TV styles, or something like that. One of those intergalactic styles, if you want. Whatever, any kind of genres of TV, film, or stage productions. And just type them in the chat there, and Chad will get them. We need 3 of them, so we need to make sure we have plenty of those options so that Chad can pick the best 3. And I think, Chad, if you'd like, we can just pick a suggestion that wasn't used in the past. That might be the easiest thing to do, since they're having to come up with all these genres and stuff. But what's going to happen here is Melanie and Patrick are going to they're going to just do a basic scene, just a simple scene, regular old scene based on the suggestion. And then they're going to redo that scene 3 different times. Now, the first time, all the 3 different times, I'm going to give them the genre that you will give us. So they will have to do the same scene, but in different genres that you give us. So for a total of 4 different scenes. All right, so that's why we call this game Scene 4 Ways. All right, so Chad, do we have any of the genres starting to come into the chats?
Yes, we do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're coming in slowly again, but yeah, go ahead, and as I'm reading them out, just go ahead and put in as many as you'd like.
Yes.
So first of all, first of all, we have a MTV reality show.
Okay.
All right. We have a Marvel superhero movie. Or
so
TV
a good
show now,
superhero movie.
Yeah. And finally, a weird French art film.
It has to be a weird one. Yeah. Not a normal French art film. It has to be a weird one.
But I repeat myself, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our 3 suggestions: MTV reality show, Marvel superhero show or movie, and a weird French art film. So, Chad, will you please pick out a suggestion that we may have missed, that we didn't get around to? That'd be fun to get to now.
Cashews.
All right, cool. So this first scene, just a simple scene, it'll take about a minute. So we're not going to let it go too long because I got to do it again 3 more times after this. So this is the first scene about cashews in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I can't even believe that this was my idea. Okay, so all of the nuts mixed together,
right,
with some herbs from the garden,
right,
and some olive oil, and a whole lot of pepper, and some sugar, and it's like a taffy. I think we could sell this.
I love that idea. Okay, like I think that is going to be so delicious. The only thing I would change is like a little bit of the recipe. Like instead of using like all the crap that you talked about doing, I would say do like only fruit, and we can like make it fruit leather instead. But other than that, like I love your idea, like I think it's so perfect.
Listen, I know that you think I'm going to get upset that you're canceling me right there with my brilliant idea, but I actually am going to one-up you and say I think we make it a fruit nut taffy roll. Fruit and nuts together. No one's doing that.
You're talking sweet and savory. That's like next level. Like that's
salty and sweet. Yes.
That's incredible.
I mean, look, if you here's some pineapple and here's some mango, and I'm just mashing it in with the nuts and I'm rolling it up. Look, just like, remember, and we can even put that plastic on it so kids can peel it off.
We are going to make billions with this stuff.
And
try this.
All right, cool. So that was pretty good. But this time, let's see this as if it was a Marvel superhero TV show or film. Same scene, Marvel superhero in 3, 2, 1.
Listen, we've got to break through that barrier somehow. And I've tried everything to get through there. I don't have a weapon that can get through that, but I think that we can take what we've got and create something.
Listen, okay? I don't want to. I think you have a great idea, okay? But what we got to do is take what you just said and just like ignore all of it, because like we can just punch the wall down if we just call the Hulk. You see,
Okay.
like it's that easy.
You think you have the Hulk on speed dial? You think we would have Thor's hammer just hanging around? It's you and me. We are stuck in this world, and everyone else is a superhero, but us. But I have this food that we stored for our trip, and I think that maybe if we meld it together somehow with some mud and some spit and some grit, maybe we can get through that wall and get to the other side to our family.
Okay, we can make some sort of sledgehammer, you know? We can take some wood and we can take some iron and we can take this weird glowing rock that doesn't make sense, and we can just...
That was kryptonite. Oh my God, honey.
Okay.
You're enormous.
I feel like I've gained some sort of power, like I'm some sort of
Push
hero.
through the wall. Push through the wall. You're huge.
I'm merchandise promo man.
Oh my gosh!
Scene,
Take my
scene,
big candy hammer.
Okay, this time, let's see the same thing, but as an MTV reality show. MTV reality show in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. Candace has this crazy idea about doing something with nuts, and it sounds crazy.
Everything Candace says is crazy. You know,
Candace, Candace, what are you who are you talking to? Why what is that? What are you doing?
What? He does this all the time. He just like barges in when I'm having a little conversation with myself and just like interrupts me and my thinking. Listen, Joe, I am creating something cool so that we can actually do something productive besides sit around in our pajamas and watch TV and smoke pot and talk about who's having sex, okay? I came here to try to change myself.
Okay.
What did you come here for?
Well, I think instead of changing yourself, we can just change everything around you, you know, and we can just like move you outside, you know. That's kind of what I'm thinking we should do for this, but because I am the one creating something in this place. Who else is? How are you all eating here? I'm the only one that came here that knows how to cook. I'm the only one that came here and knows how to clean up after you guys. I'm tired of it. I'm going to create something and get myself out. I'm not stuck here like the rest of you. Well, we're just here trying to get rich, okay? We're not worried about cleaning and whatnot, okay? Because I don't know if you noticed, the producers clean for us here. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty sweet gig.
Wait, they do?
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? You guys have been cleaning up after us?
And scene. All right, and of course, save the best for last. I want to see this as a weird French art film, and it better be weird. In 3, 2, 1.
You know, sometimes I come to this river and I just look at the water and I have my ideas for new foods.
Yes. I hear your ideas for foods. I think this is an interesting idea, and I want to try your foods. Please serve me what do you call this, pate?
I don't call it pate, okay? You come to my place and you expect to eat things like you're used to eating, but you're now in my village. And I'm going to feed you things you have never eaten before.
Let
you like
me try
critters?
this, okay? I will try this. This looks like paper, but I will try it, okay?
It is paper. It is the future of food.
Now, I must say, this is making me feel very sad.
Of course, that is the intention of it. Do you see anyone in Paris with a smile on their face?
Well, they say this is the city of love.
It is the city of broken hearts. It is the city of stinky cheese. It is a city of rolled cigarettes that turn you purple.
And scene. Woo, man.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Oh my God, that was weird.
That was good stuff.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Well, with that, I don't know. You taking your shirt off and stripping mid show.
Dime nipples.
So with that last bit, that last memory of Patrick going purple, we're gonna end our show. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys had an interesting time tonight. I know I had fun, so it was a great show for us. I want to thank our cast here that played with us here tonight. I want to thank Ty, thank Melanie, thank Patrick. Yeah, you guys are so much fun. And for those of you guys who are still in the chat, if you have any last minute ideas for titles for our show, anything that may have caught your fancy, or any lines or themes or whatever that was pretty interesting, feel free to go ahead and type those in now. I'm going to turn it over to Chad for any last minute announcements and to read through our ideas for the show title. So we'll select one for when this goes into our archives. So Chad.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you to everybody who watched tonight, and thank you for all your suggestions and everything. A little shy at first, but man, once you guys got out of your shell, you really did it. Thank you to Jack Alaboom for being our latest follower, as well as Saggy Bear, who just started following us as well tonight. We appreciate
Saggy
that
Bear.
and your suggestions. Yes, definitely. Eagle Panini, Missing Target, The G-Funk. Thank you so much for the bit cheers and comedy early as well. We really appreciate that. That keeps us going quite a bit. And let's see. I believe that's all the housekeeping we have except for the show title. So let me start from the top here. First of all, Arnold the Friendly Gnome.
Yeah, that's good.
Little Tiny Bits. Bored Biesta. You know what?
Oh, bored.
Fuck you! Intergalactic Ding Dongs, and your ho-hos become Ding Dongs.
I like Intergalactic Ding Dongs. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Chad. At first, when you were saying Arnold the Friendly Gnome, I thought that was another person who followed us. Because that is something that somebody should totally use as their Twitch name.
That needs to be someone's handle.
Well, when you said in that scene when you said the gnome, he's a nice gnome, I was imagining nice spelled G-N-I-C-E, and he's whatever. So if in the audience, if there's any of those that Chad just read that suit your fancy, if you want to type in your a vote for one of those. If not, we'll end up choosing. I know if I had I think intergalactic ding, not interactive ding dong. That's different. That's more of the nocturnal experience type. So the intergalactic ding dong, I kind of like that one. That was pretty funny. But anyway, I'll leave it up to you guys. And just some real quick announcements. This Saturday, 7:30 Central, we've got another one of our short form improv comedy shows. Next Tuesday, we've got another round of Jackbox games. Thursday, again, we've got another one short form improv comedy shows. But the following Saturday, the 13th of February, we're actually doing another one of our long form shows. I believe we're going to be what? March. We're not going back in time.
We're waiting a whole year.
You know what? I've been eating way too many intergalactic ding dongs with my Dream Genie, and I'm just confused. So my Xbox controller bong has been getting to me. So March 13th is our 2 Saturdays is our long form show. We'll be doing a Laurent. So it should be a lot of fun. We haven't done a long form show in a while, so it's gonna be really interesting and fun. So please tune into that. For your suggestions and to join us. So, Chad, do we have any final verdict on the title for our show?
Looks like the chat loves intergalactic ding dongs. I will just leave that where it lies, and you can.
I'll second that emotion. Yeah,
the chat does love some intergalactic ding dongs.
Intergalactic ding dongs. Yeah. What a good accidental scene. All right, Chad, do we have any raids or anything planned, or?
Yes, it looks like Drew Dabbs is spinning the tubes again, spinning the tubes.
He's spinning the tubes. He's old school electrician. He's got some cathode ray tubes, some vacuum tubes, all sitting into this big drawer of electronics that he's got. He's spinning them.
He's like fallopian. Anyway, all right. So,
different tubes. That's completely different tubes. That's not what I was thinking.
I think someone's been lying to you about going to see the electrician. But, yeah.
Honey, I'll be back. I got to see the electrician about my fallopian tubes. There's something crossed with him.
Yep.
He's going straight in my mouth.
I'll call you later, hon.
all right.
Oh my God.
We'll go ahead and get that race started.
We're still improvising. Can't stop. Won't stop. All right, so you getting ready to switch us over?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to thank everyone for watching. Once again, thank our cast. Thank Chad for a fantastic job of hosting and running our show. And thank you all again for watching, tuning in, and giving us your suggestions. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye, all.